Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, we are going to be ranking some new perfume releases. So it's kind of like a perfume haul mixed in with a ranking video, letting you guys know which ones I'm loving the most, which ones I am not loving and are not for me. So we're going to get into about like 15 fragrances or so in this video. It's going to be quick. I will give you guys just my quick thoughts on them. So if you are interested in what I think about some recent perfume releases, just continue to watch. So we're gonna start off with the ones that are just like, what is this? I can't do it. It's not for me. And we're gonna work ourselves up to the number one release that I'm loving. Let's get into it. I do have about 3 fragrance mists. The rest are perfumes. So I'm going to start off with probably the biggest disappointment, and this is some Zara perfumes. I did some Zara hauls when I was living in Puerto Rico, and I did find a lot of them to be great dupes for some very high-end niche fragrances. And then I kind of just stopped paying attention to their releases. And then recently, I don't even know, I think it popped up on my Instagram or something, and I just was like, I'm going to go ahead and blind buy those. And I thought this was going to be like such an amazing haul. I found some new favorites and it turned out to be quite the opposite. So this is, I don't know if this is a collection. Yeah, this is the Weekend collection from Zara. I was gonna do a separate video on these, but honestly, I'm gonna talk about them here and then I'm probably going to post them on my Mercari. So after this video, I'm gonna have a few that I'm gonna put up on my Mercari. So I'm gonna start off with the worst one from the bunch, in my opinion, and this is Strawberry Dress. The notes just sounded so amazing for all of them. So the notes for this one say strawberry flower, peony, and cotton candy. That sounds so good, but this straight up smells like Mon Paris type of perfume. So if you like that, maybe you would enjoy this one. But for me, it almost even has like that dirty vibe that I get from Mon Paris, from the patchouli, even though this doesn't say that there's any patchouli, but it just, maybe it's amber or patchouli, something that's giving this like that medicinal, dirty, weird vibe. It's giving me like a medicinal strawberry type of perfume. So this one is just a no for me, and I am so disappointed. So that one's the worst one, followed by Pistachio Butter. And this one I was also very excited for. The notes sounded very unique. It says it's pistachio, violet, and vanilla. So I was like, okay, that one could go either great or bad, because violet is not my favorite type of note. And this one, when I first sprayed it, I thought it was really nice. It kind of reminded me of like pistachio ice cream, but it was the same thing as Kayali's Yum Pistachio, where it starts to get like this weird aftershave Irish Spring type of vibe in this perfume. So this isn't like a dupe for Yum Pistachio, but it's in the same category. Like if you have Yum Pistachio, you wouldn't want to have this. Even though I really wanted to have this bottle in my collection, I don't really have anything that's this green in my collection, but it's just not what I was expecting either. It's kind of a little on the unisex side. I thought it was going to be a little more gourmand. I don't know. This one also is one that I am not enjoying. So out of the 3 that I got, Sunkissed Banana is probably the best one, even though I'm not super in love with this one either. So this one has notes of banana flower, almond, and meringue accord. So when I read that, I was just like, I need it. This one, when I sprayed it, I was in the car with my husband and I sprayed the box, and my husband was like, that smells like medicine. He was like, it smells like that cough medicine that we give the kids when they're sick. And I was just like, great. That is not what I wanted to hear. I don't really get that from it, but I just feel like these just don't smell like what I thought they were going to smell like. I kind of got the banana note in it, kind of like a candied banana, but it's just more syrupy and medicinal than anything with these. I don't know. They're just not for me. I was not impressed, unfortunately. So those are not going to be staying in my collection. Now we're going to start working our way up. So next up, we have a release from Lake and Sky. And this one is 1111 Lychee. And this one I was so excited for. So the main accords for this one are fruity, sweet, floral, fresh, musky, tropical, rose, and amber. And the top notes are lychee and raspberry. Middle notes are ambrette, sugar, and peony. And the base is ambroxan and hinoki, which when I saw those notes, I was like, wow, that sounds like something that there's no way I won't like it. I did used to not enjoy lychee when I was living in Puerto Rico, I think. This just feels so boring to me. And when I say boring, you guys know I don't like to be super negative about perfumes, because what might be boring to me might be so amazing to someone that is just getting into fragrance, or they don't have too many fragrances. But as a content creator, as someone that's constantly smelling perfumes, this one just didn't wow me, just because it smells like kind of like the same vibes of like the Clean Reserve whipped cherry, or like those more fluffy sweet scents. I do get a very sugary scent out of this with a little bit of tartness from that lychee. So this isn't a bad perfume, it's just one that I find very, very simple. It's one that when you spray it's super close to the skin, and I don't really get a scent bubble from this one from when I did test it out. I just don't think that this one is one that I need in my collection, so I wasn't really impressed with this one. But if you're looking for a soft fragrance, a fragrance that you can wear maybe as a nurse, as a teacher, as someone who works really close to people, if you're sensitive, if you get headaches, I think this one is one that you can go and smell at Ulta, see if it works for you. It's really pretty and there's nothing wrong with it. I just don't feel like I'm going to reach for it. I also had to pick up the new Ariana Grande's Love Notes Lush Vanilla, and this one I also got it in the travel size. I was so tempted to get full size bottles, and I'm actually glad I didn't, because this one's another one that I was very underwhelmed with, and I was hoping that she would go back to like that sweetness from the first perfumes that she came out with, which just kind of did go in that direction. It's definitely sweet and sugary, and it smells girly, super fluffy and sweet. I mean, maybe if I let this one sit, maybe it will get a little thicker and I will like it more, but I just feel like this is also something that we have smelled many times before. So yesterday while I was filming, I saw on Fragrantica that this was compared to something, and it clicked, and I was like, yes, that's exactly what it smells like, but a very soft version of that perfume. So this smells so similar to Phlur's Vanilla Skin, but Vanilla Skin has like a niche quality to it. It's strong, it lasts, it performs great, but it does have a very woody presence to it, and I know that some people didn't really enjoy that. So if you wanted to take off that layer of Vanilla Skin and just keep like the sugary vanilla fluffy vibes that you get from Vanilla Skin, you can get this one. That's exactly what this one will give you. It just doesn't have that very strong woody or oud feel to it, which I am not that type of person to like it, but Vanilla Skin does work for me beautifully during fall time. I think it's a beautiful perfume. The main accords are vanilla, woody, sweet, amber, powdery, balsamic, and musky. And the notes for this fragrance are vanilla, cashmere wood, sugar, sandalwood, amber, and orange blossom. So again, not a bad perfume at all. Very beautiful. It's feminine. It is sweet, very sweet and sugary. It's fluffy, it's vanilla, it's a little woody, but I think that I am okay with my Phlur Vanilla Skin. It has a little bit more presence to it. Like I said, I can smell it longer. This one kind of disappeared after not even an hour on my skin. So this one's also one that I'm going to be listing on my Mercari for cheaper in case you want to try it. Just gonna pass it on to the next person, because if I was to go return this right now, they would probably throw it in the trash, and I just do not like the thought of that. So I'd rather just put them on my Mercari, lose a couple bucks, but still get some of my money back. These are going to be up on my Mercari the day that you see this, sometime in the evening, because last time I was picking up my girls from school and I completely forgot, and I was like 15 minutes late. So the day that you see this, I will wait until like the evening time and I will post them on my Mercari. We're gonna keep going up the ladder, and now I need to hurry up because I don't want this video to be super long. But we have Phlur Vanilla Nectar. This one I'm kind of iffy about, so we're kind of getting into the ones that I really love. This one is right in the middle. I love it sometimes, but then sometimes in the dry down, I feel like I'm getting a lot of the amber, and amber can mess up so many fragrances for me. There are so many fragrances that I know have beautiful notes in them, especially niche perfumes. You will see like coconut and pineapple and this and that and amber in the base, and when there's amber, I'm not going to smell anything else except for that amber, which for some reason just smells like super mature to me, and like no sweetness, no fruitiness. There is some beautiful notes in here. So the top, there is papaya nectar, nectar, apricot, and sugar tangelo. That is what I want to get from this. Like, that sounds, I love papaya. Papaya will give any fragrance a tropical exotic feel. It's creamy, it's sweet, it's smooth. I love that note. And then in the heart, there's peach blossom, coconut orchid, and jasmine dew. But then the base, there's whipped vanilla, cedar, and honeyed amber. So that's kind of like where I'm on the fence with this one. It smells so good. When I smell it, like when you first spray it, it's the perfect mix of sweet, tropical, fruity, but in like a whipped with that vanilla in there. It's just sensual, but then the amber me lo caga. But I'm gonna keep trying. I'm gonna keep trying because I have something from Phlur that got so much better with time. I just can't remember which one now. But yeah, I'm gonna let this one sit and I'm gonna continue to try it because I want to get those first notes. They sound so good. Maybe they get stronger and juicier as time goes by. So we have vanilla nectar. Next up, we have this trio from Ellis Brooklyn. These are so beautiful. I think you could get these only on TikTok shop. So let's go in with the one that I don't enjoy as much, even though it's not bad at all. This one is the one that I would say would probably be the one that I reach for the least, which is Vanilla Santo. And this has main accords of vanilla, woody, citrus, mossy, earthy, powdery, aromatic, sweet, amber, and balsamic. So the top notes are bergamot, myrrh, and pink pepper. Middle notes are iris petal, ambrette, and rosebud. And then the base notes are vanilla, Palo Santo, moss, and Brock Super, and cedarwood. So this one is not bad at all, but it just has a more like earthy, woody feel to it. I can definitely pick up on that myrrh and on the Palo Santo. It's one that it's more for like if you want to feel maybe you're meditating or something. It just feels so much more grounded, earthy, not the type of way that I want to smell most of the time. So this one's the only one that I'm kind of like iffy about. And then here we have Milkwood. So Milkwood has main accords of woody, powdery, floral, citrus, coconut, and musky. So this one surprised me because when I first put it on, I was like, I'm probably not gonna reach for this one. And then I start to get like this milky, creamy. You know what this coconut kind of reminds me of is the coconut that was in that Rihanna fragrance that was like a very dark coconut because it did have patchouli as well. I forgot the name, but it kind of reminds me of that. It's a very like rich, seductive coconut scent because I do pick up on the milkiness of the coconut, but then there is also those woody notes, and the amber in here actually does work nicely. This is like to me like a date night, like you want to feel sexy and kind of a little bit dark. This one is really nice, but my favorite one, the one that I fell in love with from the minute that I smelled this, the Blonde Musk. Now the Blonde Musk has main accords of musky, floral, powdery, rose, white floral, amber, citrus, violet, aquatic, and fresh. And the top notes are water lily, bergamot, and violet. Middle notes are rose, white flowers, and vanilla orchid. I'm telling you, I'm starting to enjoy florals, which is insane. Not super sharp florals, but just a little bit more of a floral touch. And then base notes are musk, ambretellite, and amber. This smells so good. It's hard to describe like what this smells like. It's like a musky, sweet, floral scent. It's just so inviting, so perfect. And these are perfect to use as like a base before you go ahead and spray any other perfume. So literally just like this on its own smells amazing. Whatever you layer on top is going to be just so beautiful. So this trio is really nice. I'm really impressed with it. Another one that I was pretty surprised with, this one is Juicy Couture Just Moi. So this one I was pretty shocked when I read the notes yesterday because I didn't even read the notes. I just got this travel size because I wanted to try new fragrances. This one has main accords of sweet, floral, vanilla, white floral, cacao, powdery, warm, spicy, fruity, musky, and lactonic. So this one has top notes of nectar, cocoa, magnolia, and plum. I hate plum. I usually cannot stand plum in perfumes. So when I saw this, I was pretty shocked. Middle notes, there's jasmine sambac, there's cocoa, cacao, vanilla orchid, whipped cream, and then cocoa again in the base, vanilla musk, and sandalwood. So you would think that this is going to be like a freaking like chocolatey bomb, like too powdery. No. This is So beautiful. This is what Ariana Grande's Mod Vanilla like could have been if you added a little bit more oomph to it. This one, I get that plum just a little bit, but there's other notes in here that are kind of making it sweet. I'm not even getting that much cocoa in here. To be honest, I'm just getting more of like a floral feminine scent. I did like it a lot more like the first few times I sprayed it. So don't take these rankings as my final opinion, because this is my first impression. So some of them I've been using a little longer than others. This one smells good, but it is getting a little bit on the sharp side and a little bit on the more musky side. So I'm gonna keep the travel though, maybe, unless it starts getting a little like headache inducing or something. But working my way up, we have Ellis Brooklyn, and this is Queen's Caramel. So this one, I'm gonna say this, when I saw people comparing it to Bianco Latte, I was like, great. I have like no interest in that, because Bianco Latte is not a bad fragrance at all. I'm not saying it's bad, but it was always missing something. I felt like I was like, okay, I'm getting like this milky smooth fragrance, but then what? Like there was nothing else to me from it. It just smelled very like simple to me. So when I saw that it was being compared to Bianco Latte, I kind of lost a little bit of interest. We're gonna read the main accords. I was surprised with this one. It's not one that I'm going to reach for yet here, but Ellis Brooklyn just always does it right for me. I don't mean to literally rave about almost everything. There are some from Ellis Brooklyn that are not for me, but for the most part, when they release a fragrance, they just give me what I like. This one has main accords of sweet, vanilla, caramel, woody, amber, honey, and powdery. The top notes, we have caramel, maple, honey, sugar, and salt. The middle notes, it's white chocolate, coconut, vanilla orchid, and jasmine. And the base notes, it's vanilla, amber, tonka bean, and musk. This is literally like a gourmand lover's dream scent. The notes in there sound so beautiful. I don't think I've ever had a perfume that has a maple note in it. This is so freaking good. It smells even better than yesterday. They literally filled in the gap of something that was missing. It needs to be the scent of fall. It needs to get hyped. Like, this is so beautiful. You get the caramel, you get the tonka bean. There's even something a little smoky in here, but nothing is too much. It's perfect. It's blended in together just so beautifully. Maybe it's the woodiness in the main accords that I'm getting, but it's not just straight up gourmand. Ellis Brooklyn just knows how to do a good base, because you can have an amazing opening, you can have these crazy notes. When you add like a sensual woody base to a fragrance, warmth and vanilla, you just perfect it. And this to me is perfect. I can feel like the sweetness of maple, but it's not sticky, it's not too much. This is so beautiful for fall. I need the full size. So out of all of the ones that I have been talking about, this one, I'm probably gonna end up with a full size by fall season. I love the color of the bottle and everything, so I will bring this one into my collection. Gourmand Lover's Dream. It's sweet, but it's not too thick. It's not cloying. It has a beautiful woody base to it, even though you're getting the sweet gourmand notes. They're there, but they're beautifully mixed with this woodiness, and it makes it just a little sexy in a way. This will have you smelling like a snack, but it's date night and you're being sexy at the same time. It's perfect. I cannot wait to get into this fall. So these are my top 3. So next up we have the new Sol de Janeiro Sundays in Rio. So this one, I wasn't even gonna get it either, because I saw that they were kind of like emphasizing the amber in here. So I wasn't gonna pick this one up, because Sol de Janeiro, when they do nighttime type of scent, they never work for me. They either smell like patchouli or too much plum, or they'll do something to it that just totally turns me off. So when I saw this one, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna get it. And then something just kept calling me, and when I looked up the notes, I was like, ooh, I don't even think I need that, because I thought this was going to smell like amber vanilla from the 7 Virtues. So the main accords for this one are amber, vanilla, soft, spicy, powdery, sweet, musky, and animalic. The notes are amber, vanilla, pink pepper, and musk. So I thought this was going to be like Glossier You, amber vanilla, that type of vibe. I was like, okay, I've had enough of that. But you guys, this is so beautiful. I love this. This is like the color that will bring in fall time. time. It's fall vibes, it's sexy, it's feminine, a little dark and deep. And when I went to Fragrantica again and I saw what they were comparing this to, I was just like, damn, they are on a roll lately, like really finding things that are similar, because this literally smells like the layering partner to Jimmy Choo Fever. So it's an older fragrance, but if you have that fragrance, this layered with that scent is like a match made in heaven. This has like that dark, sexy, kind of seductive vibes to it while still being soft and still having like that vanilla, a little bit of like a powdery touch, I would say, as well. And it does have like that little bit of spice to it. So I'm really loving this, and I am gonna do a separate review on this one. My second place is going to be Phlur's Mrs. Smith. I am an apple lover, so when I saw that they were going to release an apple body mist, I knew that I was going to love it because I love Phlur. It's one of my favorite perfume houses, and on top of that, this is just so good. This smells like a green Jolly Rancher. It smells like candy. It smells sweet and fruity and tart and juicy and crisp and just everything that you want on a hot summer day. But then it has this like base to it that makes it a little bit grown and not juvenile. Definitely my number 2. I love it. I recommend it so much. And then for number 1, I'm so impressed. I thought that I wasn't gonna like this either, so the ones that I was kind of negative about are the ones that turned out to be so beautiful. So number 1, Rare Beauty is taking the spot, and this is Rare Beauty's new fragrance, Rare. And they also came out with fragrance layering balms, which is genius. It's a really beautiful kind of like unique launch. So I picked up the travel size of Rare. When I sprayed this, I was like, are we about to have a trending perfume that I actually love and that it's like me? Like, this is so me, and it's reminding me of 2 perfumes. So the 2 fragrances that it reminded me of was Burberry Goddess and Phlur's Soft Spot. Kind of like if they had a baby, you would have Rare. So this falls into these vibes. So if you like these 2 fragrances, you're probably going to just automatically love Rare. So right now I think I'm gonna stick to my travel, since I do have Burberry Goddess and Phlur Soft Spot. I don't want to keep adding too much of the same thing, but this is beautiful. This is the type of perfume that I'm into right now. It just smells so gorgeous. It's delicate. This is the type of fragrance that I can literally see someone walk into any scenario and it goes with it. I can see a boss walking into a meeting. I can see a woman with a flowy summer dress and she's on vacation at a hotel. I can see someone going for brunch. It matches anything that you want to do, and it's gonna give you kind of like a sophisticated feminine vibe. Like, it's soft, it's feminine, but it creates a scent bubble and it sticks. So I'm really loving this. It's beautiful, and I thought this was going to be like their body mist, and I was not really a fan of their body line, like their body care. It had too much of like a lemony aromatic vibe to it, and I wasn't really vibing with it too much, so I was about to skip on this. And I'm so happy that I got a travel size at least. So the main accords are vanilla, sweet, powdery, woody, caramel, musky, fresh, spicy, warm, spicy, cacao, and balsamic. And the top notes are caramel, pink pepper, and pistachio. Middle notes are vanilla, Nigerian ginger, and cocoa. And the base notes are sandalwood, musk, and tonka bean. The star of this one is definitely that ginger. It gives it, that's what's giving it like that fresh, spicy vibe. I sprayed so many things on. This is like a blast. It almost makes me think of cardamom, but there's no cardamom listed on here. I don't know if it's the mix of the pink pepper, the ginger, maybe with the pistachio, that's making me think of cardamom. Oh, but this is such a beautiful perfume. It's so sexy and classy and polished, and it has a little bit of sweetness, but it's not overly sweet. The caramel just adds a little dash of sweetness, but it's mainly like a more fresh, spicy, zingy type of scent, and it's so beautiful. So I love this. And then these little balms are so good. I got the amber vanilla and I got the fresh bergamot. So the fresh bergamot is supposed to be bright and breezy. Definitely adds a little bit more of like this fresh. Here is the packaging for these. It kind of reminds me of like the Smashbox primer, kind of like dimethicone. Yeah, it doesn't leave like a glowy finish to the skin or nothing. If anything, it kind of like mattifies it. but that scent is so good. It's like fresh and ooh, these are so good. I'm so in love with these. This was an amazing launch and I can't wait to put them, like, I think I'm gonna put all this in my next tray just so that I can wear them more often and give them more testing. This amber vanilla, this is sweet and vanilla and comforting. This one's supposed to be warm and delicious. I agree. This is my number one from the recent releases. Rare Beauty took the cake. Rare Beauty does not smell like a typical celebrity perfume. This is so much better and so unique and gorgeous. So that brings me to the end of today's video. I would love to hear which one of these fragrances, if you have tried them, are your top 3 or the ones that you didn't like. Go ahead and leave your thoughts in the comment section. I cannot wait to talk with you guys. And with that said, give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I will see you in my next video. Just